Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1982 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Cleveland Indians at Cleveland Stadium. On the mound for Detroit is Bryn Smith, whose record is 2-0 with a 3.47 ERA. And pitching for the Indians today is John Denny, whose record is 3-3 with a 3.33 ERA. All right, so, if you did not watch the end of April league leaders and standings summary video that I posted yesterday, you may not know that the game that we ended the month of April on was destroyed in the editing process. So the game did happen. We won 3-0. We're going to show you the box score real quick here before we get on with today's game, so you're all caught up. And you know what's going on. Greg Brock hit his fourth home run. Gibby got on the board with his first dong of the year. We gave the player of the game to Greg Brock because his home run got us started in the fourth. It was really the game-winning RBI. Jerry Uger went 5. He pitched poorly, actually. Did not give up a run, but he gave up 5 hits and 2 walks. And he did get himself out of a couple jams. I mentioned in the video yesterday that we did call up Tim Lawler to be a left-handed reliever. We sent Keith Comstock down because he was extended tired from pitching in the Bruce Robbins game where he did not get a single out. So we brought a fresh arm up. We'll bring Comstock back. This is a test for Lawler. He may become a starter for us in the near future. And so he did pitch in his first, made his major league debut, essentially. And Dave Rucker got the save. Not a lot going on with Cleveland, as Barker was a hard luck loser going to 1-4. Okay, so that is the game that we missed yesterday. We're going to advance to May 1st. Here we are. Let's go ahead and get started with today's game. As always, I appreciate everyone following along, like and or subscribe. We still have not received the 2 packs of 1982 Fleer. They are not listed as scheduled for delivery today. They are still somewhere in Texas. So hopefully Monday they will be available. We'll do the fun video that kind of corresponds with what we're doing here with the 1982 season replay. And if not, then we'll do it Tuesday for Time Travel Tuesday. Bryn Smith starting today, making his third start. The current Indians are batting .308 against him, only 15 plate appearances. So all of the bullpen is available. Let's take a look at the lineup against right-hander John Denny. Basically the same lineup as yesterday. John Mayberry did not get a hit, and so Reggie Jackson is in there versus John Denny. He's had some success batting .294, so that seemed like a good move. Everybody else it's all the same guys. What are you going to do? So let's go ahead and do the official lineup rundown. Batting leadoff and playing second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Batting second at first base is Greg Brock. Batting third at third base is Mickey Hatcher. Batting cleanup in center field is Rickey Henderson. Batting fifth and DHing is Reggie Jackson. Batting sixth and catching is Lance Parrish. Batting seventh in right field is Andre Dawson. Batting eighth in left field is Kirk Gibson. And finally, batting ninth at shortstop is Alan Trammell. On the mound for the Indians is John Denny, making his 8th start, 3-3, 3.33 ERA, all threes across the board, 29 Ks in 51 innings pitched. The opponents are batting .236 against him. He does have a complete game. He is technically their staff ace. They skipped the number 5 starter, Eric Wilkins, which we saw in the first series against Cleveland. But they skipped him here to go to John Denny. And he has a fastball, tops out around 88 miles an hour. His ground ball percentage is average at 41.7%. His fastball is his best pitch. rated 86, with a curve and a change mixed in. We will be talking about Von Hayes today as our deep dive on a Cleveland Indians player, and so we'll look forward to that when the Indians come around. So taking a look there at the Indians' defensive alignment, same as the game yesterday, which you didn't see, so take a nice long look at it there. And here is Sweet Lou leading off against John Denny. Ground ball to short by Whitaker. There's one down. It kind of looks like Denny is wearing one of those like garbage pail jackets, like garbage bag jackets on the mound. But that's just the solid Indians style from that season, as Brock, who was the player of the game yesterday, grounds out to third. There's two down. Here's Mickey Hatcher. Hatcher had an off day yesterday offensively, taking an offer, and he grounds out to second. So maybe Hatcher's bouncing back to the means. His average is now down to 330. So let's go ahead and do the Indians lineup rundown. Batting leadoff and playing second base is Kevin Rhomberg. Batting second at shortstop is Jerry Dybzinski. Batting third at first base is Jim Wilson. Batting cleanup in right field is Dan Pasqua. Batting fifth and DHing is Karl Pagel. Batting sixth and catching is Chris Bando. Batting seventh at third base is Jerry Royster. And batting eighth in left field is Jerry Turner. And finally, batting ninth is Von Hayes in center field. And we'll talk about him when his turn comes up. Here's Bryn Smith pitching for the Tigers today. We'll take a little bit of a look at him, making his fourth start in the season. Let's look at his log. Got a couple victories there. His last start, not so good. He got a no decision, going only 5 innings, giving up 5 hits and 3 runs, 4 walks against 2 Ks, gave up 2 homers. But mostly he's been pretty solid, and he's worked his way into the 5th spot in the starting rotation. And it's going to be curious between Uger or Bryn Smith, who we send down when Dan Petrie gets off the IL in about 2 months. So by then we'll have enough data to go on, and we'll make a solid decision, hopefully. There is the Tigers' defensive alignment here at Cleveland Stadium. And leading off for the Indians is Kevin Rhomberg, batting .328 versus righties. And a base hit to right field for Rhomberg. Will Rhomberg be going? He has 5 stolen bases so far this season. He is up in the top 10. If you saw the video yesterday, we looked at the steals leaders. And the dibber goes to right field and has a base hit as well. Rhomberg takes third. And Smith is already in trouble. We're going to, I guess, play back. We'll give up a run to get a double play. I have a feeling we're going to score a few runs today, as Jim Wilson skies it to right field. Rhomberg tags and scores easily. That's a sac RBI for Wilson, and it's 1-0 Clevetown. So runner on first. Here's Danny Pasqua. Pasqua strikes out. That's 2 down. It's going to bring up Karl Pagel. And Pagel gets the 3rd hit of the inning against Smith. So once again, it's first and third. Chris Bando, the Bandalorian, maybe we'll call him. And he rips it down the right field line. 2-run score, and that is a 2-run double for Bando. Tigers are down 3-0. So this is how it's going to be today. I can see that already as Royster grounds out to third. At least Bryn got through the first, which is better than Bruce Robbins did. We go to the top of the second. We're down 3 already, with Rickey Henderson leading off. Henderson taps it back to Denny. There's 1 out. Next up is Reggie. getting a spot start. And he's going to get an infield single. We'll take it. Any way we can get on base. As Reggie standing on first for Parrish. Only 4 for 21 against John Denny. Blooping it into center field. They're going to fall in for a hit. It will be caught by the center fielder, Von Hayes. There's 2 down. It's going to leave it up to Dawson, who's just been terrible. Popping it up right on the third base chalk. So that's going to do it. Tigers get a hit. Infield single from Reggie. We leave him stranded, and we go to the bottom of the second. Jerry Turner leading off against Bryn Smith. Let's see if Smith can get a little better inning here in the second. Starts off well with Jerry Turner grounding out to the pitcher. So let's take a look at Von Hayes real quick. This is an interesting guy. If you took a look at the title card, you saw that there was a newspaper clipping there where Von Hayes was traded at the end of 1982, the season we're playing, to the Phillies for 5 players. That earned Von Hayes the nickname 5 for 1. He was a 7th round draft pick in 1979 out of St. Mary's College in California. In 1982, the season we're playing, he finished 7th in the Rookie of the Year voting. He had 25 doubles, 3 triples, 14 home runs, batted .250 with 32 stolen bases. And that wasn't good enough. They traded him right after that season. This season we're playing. He went to Philadelphia for 5 players, including Julio Franco, same age at the time as Von Hayes. So they got Julio Franco back. Manny Trio, George Vukovic, who was a career pinch hitter basically, and Jerry Willard, a catcher. Also thrown into the deal was a relief pitcher by the name of Jay Baller. So Julio Franco, if you want to say who got the better of the deal, the 5 for 1 deal, Von Hayes went on to have a pretty good career in Philadelphia. In 1986, he finished 8th in the MVP voting. He scored 107 runs, which led the National League, and he had 46 doubles, which also led the National League. In 1989, he was an all-star for the Phillies. In 1991, he broke his wrist, which really zapped him of all his power. He was subsequently let go, signed by the Angels, and he retired right after the 1992 season. So Julio Franco, in the 1983 season, finished 3rd in the Rookie of the Year voting. So he went on to have, of course, a great career, played into his 40s, and maybe deserves some reconsideration for the Hall of Fame. So just some interesting stuff there on Von Hayes, who is now at the plate with 1 out against Bryn Smith. And Hayes, after all the fanfare, grounds out to short. There's 2 down. That's going to leave it up to Kevin Rhomberg. And Rhomberg pops it up to Trammell onto the outfield grass. So a 1-2-3 inning. Bryn Smith needed that to get his pitch total right. As we go to the top of the third with Gibby leading off. Gibby had his first home run of the season. So now everybody in the lineup today at least has 1 home run. Only took 1 whole month to get that accomplished. Next up is Trammell. Trammell, a ground ball to first. 2 down for Sweet Lou, and Lou has a ground ball to first as well. So Tigers have nothing going against John Denny, who really is their staff ace, but a career 500 pitcher in real life, so we should be crushing this guy. As Dybzinski grounds out to Whitaker. Up next is Jim Wilson. He strikes out. There's 2 Ks for Bryn Smith. It's going to leave it up to Dan Pasqua, who hits a lazy fly ball to right. So 6 outs in a row after the terrible first inning by Bryn Smith. We go to the top of the 4th with Greg Brock leading off. We need somebody to get something going here. as Brock grounds out to short. There we go. We can always count on Mickey Hatcher for a base hit into center field. Runner on first. Now, we're definitely not going to hit and run with Rickey Henderson anymore. Twice yesterday, in a game that you couldn't see, he attempted to hit and run, missed both times, and both runners got thrown out. No surprise that we were thrown out on the base pass. So Henderson in the cleanup role walks. First walk by John Denny, and now it's first and second. One down for Reggie Jackson, who had the infield single in his first plate appearance. And he slaps it to left field for a base hit. Hatcher scores. And so does Rickey Henderson from first base. Finally, Henderson's speed is paying off, and it's 3-2 Cleveland. I'm going to pat myself on the back. I think the Reggie Jackson, John Mayberry, somewhat of a platoon that I have going on, seems to actually really work as Parrish lines to short. As soon as one of them goes over, I swap them out for the other and let them ride it out until they go over. And then Dawson, who's like on a season over right now, his batting average is down to 200. We did call up Kevin Bass from AAA. We sent down Bobby Ramos. So Kevin Bass might be finding himself some opportunities in right field. That's what we just signed Andre Dawson to the long-term contract. But we're about winning here in Detroit, and we're not going to let Dawson bring us down. As Karl Pagel grounds to first, and Chris Bando, he had the big shot in the first, grounds out for the second out. And with two down, Jerry Royster steps in, and he gets a base hit up the middle. Royster batting .375 right now. It's impressive. Up next is Jerry Turner. Royster steals second base with his 84 speed. That's 2 stolen bases on the season for Royster. Now in scoring position for Jerry Turner, the lefty, who hits a high fly ball to center field, and Henderson makes the play. We go to the top of the fifth. It is 3-2 Cleveland, with Gibby, Trammell, and Whitaker due up. Gibby strikes out, looking 2 Ks for Denny. Trammell up next, pulls it hard to third. Nice play by Royster for the second out. And then Sweet Lou rolls it over to second. And that'll do it. So 1-2-3 inning for John Denny. We go to the bottom of the fifth with Von Hayes leading off. Hayes batting .377 versus right-handers. And he crushes it. That's the Von Hayes we just talked about. Hits a long one, 449 feet into right center field, and it's 4-2 Cleveland. So we go to the top of the lineup now with Kevin Rhomberg. Rhomberg hits a ground ball to Whitaker. One down. Dibber, lazy fly ball into left center field, and Gibby tracks it down for the second out. Up next is Jim Wilson. He took a 4-for-5 start in game 1 of the series, and there's his hit. First hit of the day. And he stretches it into a double. He had 2 doubles in that 4-hit game, too. So once again, runner in scoring position against Bryn Smith. I'm not sure he's long for this game. If he gives up another one here. Infield single. 8 hits against Bryn Smith. And now the heavy hitter, Karl Pagel's up. 3 true outcomes. This guy's either strikeout, walk, or home run. Or base hit. All right. That's it. Bryn Smith hit the showers. Well, we'll bring back in Tim Lawler. He went 1 1/3 yesterday. And another disappointing start from our 4 or 5 guys. So as I said yesterday, which of course I keep saying that, but the game didn't count. I remember it. I did it. I saw it with my own eyes. But yeah, he had 2 strikeouts, gave up 2 hits and a walk. So he wasn't flawless by any means, but he did go 1 1/3 and help us out of that jam of having players that were like Cappy and Hume were not available yesterday. Is what I'm trying to say. So here's Tim Lawler, a lefty to face Chris Bando. Bando bats 178 versus lefties. He's a switch hitter, so he's going to move around to the right side, and Lawler strikes him out. So nice job. 2 more runs on the board for the Indians. It's 5-2. We go to the top of the 6th. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. Player of the game so far, without a doubt, is Reggie Jackson. 2 for 2 and 2 ribbons. Greg Brock leading off against Denny, who's at 85 pitches, striking out Brock. Looking, that's his 3rd K. Mickey Hatcher up next, 1 for 2 on the day. And a base hit up the middle. This is how it started last time around. And an error by Von Hayes. He's in all the action today. Well, that allows Hatcher to take second. All right, let's keep chipping away here as Rickey Henderson steps up and pulls a base hit past the shortstop Dibber. Hatcher's got a hold. And it's 1st and 3rd now for Reginald Jackson. Reginald Martinez Jackson. His middle name is Martinez. Okay. So we're not going to hit and run. We're not going to steal. We're going to give Henderson the green light. I mean, are they going to throw him out with a runner on 3rd? Let's see what happens here. So Henderson has green light. Hatcher's good to go. And Reggie is 2 for 2 with 2 ribbies today. Come on! That is such bullshit. That is so unbelievable. I want to say a lot more swear words right now, but there might be children in the room. 7 for 18 in stolen bases. Man, if I was not such an honest person, I would just go into this player card and edit him. Yeah, we're going to lose. That sucks. I would go there and edit him and give him a 99, which is what he deserves. Oh, that pisses me off. Okay, so the season's going on. I'm getting angrier and angrier. I was pretty mild-mannered for a while and putting up with the Rickey Henderson BS, but, I mean, that just shouldn't happen. Nonetheless, I will take it easy as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Ground ball by Royster, leading off the bottom of the 6th inning. We're going to leave Tim Lawler in there to get a couple more of these lefties out, and then we'll bring in, I don't know, Tom Hume maybe? There we go. Great job by Lawler striking out Jerry Turner. 2nd K so far. And then Von Hayes is turning it on. 2 for 3 now with that home run. He had the error in the field. Will he steal a base? Will he get a shoe and a shot today? Ground ball by Rhomberg. Back to Tim Lawler. And Lawler tosses him out. So we go to the top of the 7th. Still down by 3. 96 pitches for Denny. His endurance is 87. That's about 115 to 120 pitches. So he can go all the way if he can be efficient here in these final 3 innings. Parrish, ground ball to short. There's 1 down. Yeah, I'm taking Dawson out. I mean, if we're going to go down in flames, we might as well bring in the switch hitter Kevin Bass for his major league debut. He'll play right field. Take a look at Kevin Bass here. He can play anywhere in the outfield. Center field is really his hot spot. In the minors, in AAA here, 7 doubles, 1 triple, 5 home runs in 27 games. He could use a little power if he brings that to the table. His power is an 86. He's batting 274. His OPS was 820. So, we'll give him a shot. I mean, our 4th outfielder is Glenn Wilson, but he's hitting well. But he's also really more of a defensive player. He can play anywhere defensively. As Kevin Bass, pinch hit, base hit. Nicely done by Kevin Bass, standing on first. With an 83 rate, I could probably steal with Kevin Bass right now, and he'd be safe. And it wouldn't even be a big deal. 70% chance. We're going to hit and run, though, with Gibby. Let's get Bass moving. He is safe stealing. A swing and a miss by Gibby. Bass was on the move, though. And so he is safe at second. So a good debut so far. Let's see if Gibby can knock him in. No. Confused by a 75-mile-an-hour changeup when his fastball is at 83. So runner on second. 2 down. Here's Trammell. Trammell 0 for 2 today. And he strikes out on one of the worst curves you'll ever see. 68-mile-an-hour junk pitch. All right, so that's going to do it for Tim Lawler. We'll give him a little pat on the back. And we're going to bring in Tom Hume, who got lit up in his last appearance. But we did make him pitch a couple extra. Let's take a look at his log. There we go. Gave up 4 runs, 5 hits, 3 walks. That was in the 10-run game against Cleveland. So let's see if he can redeem himself. I mean, just give us one solid inning here. The light-hitting Jerry Dybzinski steps up. He's 1 for 3 on the day. And he pops up into foul ground. There's 1 out. Up next is Jim Wilson. Wilson owns us. 2 for 3 with a double and an RBI now as he gets a base hit into right field. And now we've got all these lefties coming up. Now, Hume does pitch well versus lefties, so, I mean, why not? As Pasqua steps in and hits a gentle fly ball into right center field. So there's 2 down. Wilson still on first for Karl Pagel, and Hume walks Pagel. First and second. Switch hitter Chris Bando moves around to the left side again, and this time he strikes out. So we go to the top of the 8th. We're down by 3. John Denny at 113 pitches. Let's push him over the edge right now. Whitaker, a blooper, falls in for a hit. Oh, wow. Did not think that was going to fall in. We're going to say no, we don't need to go for 2. We need to move players. I mean, I want to hit and run here, but every time we try it, we get screwed. You know what? We're going to let Brock swing away. Denny's got to be close to getting tired. Yeah, he's tired. And he hits it to a double play. Hey! There we go. That turned my frown upside down as Hatcher hits his second home run of the season. He's 3 for 4 and maybe surpassed Reggie. So Hatcher takes advantage of Denny being tired at 130 pitches. They're leaving him in there. Here's Rickey. Rickey goes to right. He flies out, and Tigers get 1 run back on the home run by Mickey Hatcher. We go to the bottom of the 8th. We're taking out Hume. And we're going to bring in Capizzello, who's been pretty damn good so far. As you see, his log is already showing. Let's take a look at his splits, though. Righties are hitting 300 against him. Lefties are hitting 200. So that's your typical split. He's going to face Jerry Royster, who does not hit lefties well for a righty. That doesn't matter. Don't even have to swing the bat as Cappy walks him. Runner on first. Royster already has a steal today. As Turner, the only Indian, come on. Turner's the only Indian that doesn't have a hit, and now he's on base by an error from Trammell. Von Hayes batting 103 versus lefties. Ground ball to Trammell. Can't turn 2. And now we've got some righties up, so we're going to take out Capizzello. We're going to bring in Joe Kerrigan. It might be Nancy Kerrigan with a mustache. I don't know. There he is. And we have to pull the infield in now. So we have a sidearm pitcher against Kevin Rhomberg, batting 328 versus righties. Ground ball to first, sharply hit. The play to the plate, and Royster is out. Great job by Brock. Smart move. That was hit so sharply, that could have been a double play. So 2 down. Here's the dibber, and the dibber pops it up right at home plate. Parrish makes the play, and Kerrigan gets out of it. So we're down to our final outs. Will they pull John Denny? They will not. 131 pitches. He's got 6 Ks. They're going to give him a chance to earn this victory. And they hit Reggie. Reggie is going to be pinch run for. And there is nobody with any speed on our bench. But Mark Wagner, I think he's around an 80 or something, right? 80, yeah. So Mark Wagner is the fastest guy we have. So we're going to use him to... Oh, son of a bitch! I didn't put him in there at first base. Oh, Reggie. Well, now we got to take Reggie out. I mean, there's nothing I can do about that now. We do have a catcher that could catch if we tie it up. God, I can't say the words I want to say. Okay, so who do we have that's got any speed whatsoever? I mean, Glenn Wilson is really our only option. We can't put John Mayberry in there. We may as well leave Reggie in there, right? All right. Okay. All right, so we can't, I mean, I can't justify batting Mark Wagner, right? I mean, we can't do that. I mean, we may as well bring in John Mayberry. So I just wasted a guy, but that's fine. There we go. All right, so we are actually worse off now than we were when this inning started. We've used 3 guys. We have an inferior runner and an inferior batter. Oh. I guess I deserve that. Oh, no. The worst possible scenario. And now we can't pinch run for Mayberry. All right. All right. So, I mean, it's only 1 out. Here's Kevin Bass. Oh, base hit up the middle. Kevin Bass, 2 for 2. Runner on second. That's going to do it. Oh, now they're bringing in the heavy hitter. They're bringing in Victor Cruz. Victor Cruz, no joke this season. He was in yesterday's game. 13.2 innings pitched, has not given up an earned run. 1-0. He's got 9 saves and 10 opportunities. His fastball will blow right by you. 99 tops out at, and it's a 97 rating. He's got a changeup, but he doesn't need it. Okay. So, the tying runs at first. We got Gibby with 1 out. And we just have to swing away. There's nothing else we can do. Oh, base hit to right field. Will Mayberry score? He does score on an error by the right fielder. Error on Pasqua. I think that allowed him to score. And it is now 5-4 with Alan Trammell at the plate. Trammell struggling. 0 for 3 with a strikeout today. Okay. I mean, all we can do is just go for it. I mean, you really can't hit or run with runners on first and second. I mean, it's just not really a play. Yeah, he strikes out. That's okay. That's okay. We've got Sweet Lou up. I could have tried maybe sacrifice bunting, but I think that still would have been a waste. So first and second, we're down to our final out with Sweet Lou. Now Lou's 3 for 5 in his career against Victor Cruz. Here we go. Oh, a wild pitch. Moves everybody up 90 feet. That is the go-ahead run at second base. Are they going to intentionally walk him to get to Brock? Let's see what happens here. Nope, they're going to pitch to him. And he skies it to right. Caught at the wall. And Tigers lose 5-4. I want to say I don't feel like I've effed that up too badly. I don't think it had any real direct consequence, as Mayberry did score. But, I mean, that was a fireable offense. Let's take a look at the standings. Gosh, dog. Yeah, we're 19-9. We still have the most wins in the American League, despite the incompetent management. Let's take a look at transactions and see if anything new happened. Okay. Well, yeah. So Larry Mccall is supposed to start the next game for the Indians, but he is now injured because he lost his tooth. I mean, is he looking for it? Is that why he's going to miss 3 days? Because he's going to look for it for 3 days? I mean, how could he not pitch? Otherwise, Mike Whitaker is going to miss a month for the Orioles. They are struggling with injuries right now with Jim Palmer out as well. Ron Kittle of the Sox will miss 9 days. And Dick Davis, a severed knee ligament, out 10 months. He was stabbed in the knee, which happens. Okay, let's pull the box score and get out of here. Ah, crap. What a player of the game. Man, it should be Mickey Hatcher, right? Let's take a look here. It could be Reggie, who went 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs, but Hatcher went 3 for 4 with a home run. And really, I mean, he's our best player. Kevin Bass, he's in there now instead of Dawson. You will see him tomorrow in the lineup. So, yeah, it's going to be Mickey Hatcher. Congratulations to Mickey on his 5th player of the game. Reggie, though, will also be back in the lineup because he did get a double and 2 hits, so you'll see him tomorrow. Bryn Smith takes the loss, couldn't get through 5. Alan Trammell almost cost us, the game as far as like putting the game out of reach with his error. And our bullpen did magnificent as per usual. John Denny gets the win. 140 pitches. They had to yank him out of there. He goes to 4-3. Victor Cruz, his 10th save. Von Hayes, he was our deep dive today, and he came through with a home run and 2 hits and made an error. So we always want to make it interesting. That's going to do it. We'll be back tomorrow with Game 4 of this 4-game series. Until then, everyone, have a great day.